here backstage at the THQ booth, and we have a lead designer of Supreme Commander. Here is Chris Taylor with me. So I wanted to ask you a little bit more about Supreme Commander. It got fantastic reviews at the E3. Why does it stand out?
Well, I believe that with Supreme Commander, we have our next generation RTS game that takes strategy to the next level with our incredible full theater of war, zooming view. I think that really caught people's attention, and I think that's why they were excited about the title.
Everyone seems to be talking about the epic scale of the game. Why is that?
Well, I think for the first time in an RTS game, we've really created these huge worlds, and that allows us to put these incredibly large, powerful, over-the-top units into the game. And when you combine all of this, it really does take the experience to some place that people really haven't seen before.
And I know, because we talked about it before, that you don't really like the rock, paper, scissors model. Why is that?
Well, what I like is a full-on simulation. That's where the game plays out using physics and a system of simulation which creates what we like to call emergent behavior. That's really what a good war game should really be about, is simulation. In rock, paper, scissors, it's really a thing of the past.
There are 3 varying fractions in the game. How do they differ in strategy?
Well, we created the 3 factions so that different players can sort of plug in to the different styles and the looks, the aesthetics of each of the factions. So what we're going for is going after different kinds of players' personalities so that they find something they like. All right, now each faction itself does play a little differently. At the lower tier tech levels, they're a lot more similar. But as you increase in tech levels through the game, they get more and more different, creating a much more wildly divergent gameplay experience later on in the game.
And you can deploy different units. What can they do exactly?
Well, we're a full land, sea, and air game, which means that we've spent as much time focusing on the ships and the air component of the game as we have on the land. And that really takes the whole experience up to another level where people feel that they're not just playing another RTS game, but they're playing with something brand new, playing with something that's quite honestly what I believe people have wanted for years in this genre.
How important is geography and terrain? I know it's a very wide space. What is the difference about the geography in the game?
Well, we use a real physics system to model all of our projectiles, whether they're missiles or direct fire weapons or artillery. And of course, if you've got an artillery battery up on a hill, you're going to get more range. So all of those things play into the simulation part of the game.
And I know that you kept very quiet about the multiplayer modus. Can you tell us anything new about that now?
Well, we actually have a very big feature set in multiplayer. We have a wonderful online matchmaking service. Each player has a score and can match against other players with a similar score. And you can create friends lists. You can create your own clan. We've got an incredible, very featureful multiplayer experience online.
And Supreme Commander is here at the Games Convention in Leipzig at the THQ booth. What can players expect when they go there and play it?
Well, we've got a big theater with incredible sound, and we've got this big screen, and we're showing demos of the game. We take everyone through about a 10 to 15 minute demo where we show off all of these different aspects of the game, from the full strategic zoom to these big over-the-top experimental units. So we're just having a really great time showing everyone what we've done and really enjoying it with that big theater experience.
Why did you return to the genre now? I know it's been 10 years since your last game, Total Annihilation.
Well, I love RTS games, but I am, a game designer who likes to do more than one kind of game. So I went off and I did some action RPG for a while, and we did that, and that was fun. I built a company, Gas Powered Games, pretty much from scratch, so we had a lot of work to do. But it was time. The technology had advanced, the graphics power, the CPU power, that we could really build something big and spectacular, and the time was right, so we thought we'd do it.
Thank you very much, Chris Taylor.